Okay, welcome. We're going to go through creating a tip jar from start to finish. The first thing that we would probably want to do is make sure that we have a product. So we're going to go and create ourselves a new product. And we're going to call this example staff member. And you can add some description text here, something that would prompt the end user to say, hey, yeah, this person did give me some exceptional service, and I'm just going to copy some code on in there. All right, so there we go. We've got a little bit of text there. You can add your own image. Obviously, it's going to look a whole lot nicer if you have an image of the staff member that you want to use. One of the things that you can also do is add a variant, and a variant is, in this case, we'd want to say, hey, you want to have a base tip of maybe $5 and then $10, $25, so on and so forth. So you can add something like that. Okay, and what this is going to do is 5, 10. Now, of course, you can change what that would say, such as maybe you want to say that's a cup of coffee, or some lunch, maybe golf or something like that. If you want to give some sort of meaning to the item that the person is going to be tipping for. Otherwise, you can just have some amounts there, and we're just going to hit Save Product. Okay, there we go. So at this point, this item is going to show up in the general catalog. Unless, of course, you have gone in and set a special collection set as all. This is one thing that you can do is if you don't want these types of items to be included in your catalog when somebody goes and visits the catalog home, you can do that by creating yourself a collection called All Products and then giving it the SEO of, oh, this is a really good description here. Give it the URL or handle of all, and that's the default for Shopify. And so if you've not placed any products in here, no products are going to display. This does mean that you're going to need to manually go and place items in here, unless of course you make it a smart collection. But in any case, what that will do is that will exclude any products that you don't explicitly place in your general catalog. Okay. Moving along, back to the tip jar app. Okay, we're just going to create ourselves a tip jar here, and we're going to give it Dave tip jar, and the product of individual product example staff member. There we are. That's all you really need to do. The button label is, if you don't specify it, will say Dave's tip jar, and you will want to make it enabled. Button styling, we can go and change that to something a little nicer, maybe some green. In this particular theme, I think the default is an orange or red color, and the alignment, we can leave it as default. You can either align it left or right, or just use the standard block level of the surrounding form. So we just hit save at that point. That'll take us back here, and we're going to see that Dave's tip jar has nothing in it. Right? So we'll go back here and grab the button code. Now there are two methods to placing the tip jar on a page. So there's the easy short tag method. I'll just show you how to do that right now. Let's go actually to our, we'll go add this to the home page. We're just going to place it right at the bottom here and hit save. Go back to our home page, and we're going to see that this item gets rendered right here. That's Dave's tip jar. Now, if we refresh the page, you'll notice that just for a brief moment, it actually showed us the square brackets and the snippet of code there. And you might not want that. You might want it to look a little more slick. Maybe you don't want that sort of snippet to be displayed. There's an easy way to go and implement that, and we'll just show you that. Alright, so we go back to our button code and we just follow these steps here. So instead of just placing this snippet here, we're actually going to copy this code, which is very similar. It's just that it's surrounding that snippet of code in a paragraph tag and giving it a class of tip jar hidden. So we're going to basically wrap our code in that, and then we're going to, once we've done that, add this CSS to the style sheet for the theme itself. Okay, so we're just going to take that snippet of code here, and so where we would have had this, we're just going to switch over to code view to show HTML, and we're just going to replace that with the new snippet here and save. And in fact, I think I'm probably just going to show page no heading. There we go. It'll just make it a little nicer. And then go back here so that we've done that. We've pasted that code. We save the page. Then we go to our online store themes control panel. We're going to grab this snippet of code. So online store. Actually, we'll go over using this other tab here. Online store. Themes. And this particular theme, I'm just using one of the default themes. Oops. Edit HTML CSS. We go to something such as the assets folder to find ourselves a theme CSS file, and we just go right to the bottom. It just so happens I've already pasted that code here. You can just see it, all we've done there. We hit save. It's been saved. If we were to go back to the home page, we're going to reload this. Oops. We notice that there's no hiccup, as that snippet of code was no longer displayed there. Let's load this once more. Very seamless. It's kind of hard to see in this particular example here with the home page header there, but that's the method that we would use to make it so that those square brackets don't show on initial page load. Heading back to the administrative area, the only other thing that I'd like to show you here is that you can change this from an individual product to a product collection, either a smart collection or a custom collection. All of the collections, be they smart or custom, are displayed in this list here. And all that does is, let's just go and take a look at the pre-existing example, is that it takes you to a page where the entire collection is displayed. You can see this is the collection handle up here for this particular one, and it gives you a group of products to be displayed. So in theory, if you had a number of people in the department and you wanted to display each person in the department, you could have each of those people as a product displayed in a collection and just have that button link here. Anyways, I hope you find that helpful, and that should probably cover everything that you need to do to configure the tip jar.